Hello, everyone. You are welcome to the 2023 National Championship of the National Science and Maths Quiz. This is a prelim stage, and in this first contest, we have these schools representing: Anlo Senior High School, Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, and Bompeh Senior High Technical School. We'd ask the contestants to introduce themselves to us. Anlo Senior High School ended their run in last year's competition at the 1-8 stage, where they were defeated by Opokuwari School. They are back this year with the hopes of progressing further. Anlo Senior High School, introduce yourselves to us and tell us about your journey in the competition so far.
Azameti Solomon, final year.
Alovo Jonathan, final year.
How has your journey been since the regional competitions up until now?
Okay, so our journey has actually been smooth and good. It was by the grace of God. And actually, we ended our championship. We ended at the semi-finals at the regional championship, and we were eliminated there. But as we've come to this next stage of the prelim, which is the national contest, we believe and we have hope that we're going to win this contest with a very high score.
Okay, all the best to you. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School were unable to make it to a national championship last year. However, this year, by virtue of the fact that they were a top runner-up in the regional qualifiers, they have made a comeback. Gentlemen from Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, please introduce yourselves to us.
Osujan Kelvin. Siama Charles doing now.
Okay, great. How has your journey been from the regionals?
So we lost our first contest, but by God's grace, because we had the highest losing points, we were called back and we are here to prove it.
Great. All the best to you. And then finally, we have Bompeh Senior High Technical School. They won their regional qualifiers against Bedu Bonsu Senior High Technical School and Dabuasi Senior High Technical School, and they've joined us at this prelim stage. What are your names?
Randy here.
Yes.
Randy Kobena.
Okay, and how has your journey been so far?
We had a very good role in the regional qualifiers, and they were a bit relaxed in the championship, but we are back for the nationals.
So no relaxation in the nationals?
No.
Okay, all the best to you as well. The National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOIL PLC and supported by how the given feature adapts toads to life. Indicate how the given feature adapts toads to life. Bompeh Senior High Technical School. Short and stout limbs.
Okay, so the short and stout limbs of toes enables them to hop effectively, hop and jump, and it is very strong and acts as a prevent shock.
Okay, I'll take it. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School. Long, sticky tongue. Yes, Kelvin.
So that is adapted for the toad to catch prey or to get nutrition for itself.
I'll take that as well. Anlo Senior High School, sorry. Secretions from poisonous glands in the skin.
Okay, so these poisonous substances are produced in order to prevent the toad from being attacked by its predator.
Yes, that is correct. So for Bompeh Senior High Technical School, the key thing was shock. The short and stout limbs help it to absorb shock when it lands, okay? Okay, another preamble. Indicate the element with the highest first ionization energy among the given elements. Is that preamble clear? Okay, Bompeh Senior High Technical. Aluminium, carbon, potassium, chlorine.
Chlorine.
That's correct. Okay. So it's a question has been posed to your school. At any time, if you have an answer, speak into the microphone. Okay. Nkoranza, lithium, sulfur, silicon, arsenic. Go ahead.
We have sulfur.
That's correct. Anlo SHS, nitrogen, germanium, phosphorus, boron. Yes,
Nitrogen.
that is correct. A preamble to all the schools. Find the equivalent resistance of a circuit composed of resistor R1 in parallel with resistor R2, given that Bompeh Senior High Technical, R1 equals 24 ohms and R2 equals 16 ohms. Do you have an answer? Yes, go ahead.
So you have 24 ohms.
That's not correct. I would allow Anlo Senior High School to take it.
9.6 ohms.
That's correct. Nkoranza SHTS, R1 equals 180 ohms and R2 equals 120 ohms. Yes, go ahead.
We have 72 ohms.
That's correct. Anlo SHS, R1 equals 40 ohms and R2 equals 160 ohms.
We have 32 ohms.
That's correct. To all the schools, find the coordinates of the image of the given point. Bompeh Senior High Technical School. A has coordinates 1, -1 after a reflection in the point P with coordinates -1, 1. Yes.
3 minus 1.
Repeat that.
3 minus 1.
No. A bonus. Okay. Nkoranza, B with coordinates 2, negative 2. After a reflection in the point P with coordinates negative 3, 2. Yes, Kelvin.
So you have the coordinates to be negative 1, 0.
No. Yes, Bompeh SHTS.
So you have the coordinate to be negative 2, 2.
No. Anlo SHS. C. With coordinates negative 4, negative 6. After a reflection in the point P with coordinates negative 2, negative 3. Yes.
Okay, so we have negative 8, negative 12.
No. Okay, so for Anlo, I have your answer to be 0, 0. In Nkoranza, negative 8, 6. And then Bompeh, negative 3, 3. Okay. Our next set of questions. Give one function of auxins in plant growth. So I want each school to give me an answer, one that has previously not been said. One function of auxins in plant growth. We'll begin with Bompeh.
Auxin is responsible for stem elongation. That's the increase in height of the plant.
It's responsible for what?
Stem elongation. That's the increase in the height of the plant.
No. I'll give you 2 out of 3. Nkoranza. Yes.
Cell division. That is, it promotes growth.
I'll take it. Anlo Senior High School.
Okay, so auxins stimulate the growth of apical buds. That is, these apical buds are stimulated or produced, and which helps in causing a curvature of the increase in the, or causes the plant to grow or bend in response to light, which is sunlight.
No. So even with that, I will not take Bompeh's answer. So the answers I have are cell division, plant propagation, promotes flowering in plants, initiation of roots in stem cuttings, and prevents premature dropping of fruits and leaves. Okay. A preamble. Given that 2A plus B is in equilibrium with 3C, represents a gaseous reaction with a negative value of enthalpy. Determine the effect of the given action on the rate of reaction and relative quantity of C produced. I'll take that again. Given that 2A plus B is in equilibrium with 3C, and this represents a gaseous reaction with a negative value for enthalpy. Determine the effect of the given action on two things: the rate of reaction and relative quantity of C produced. Okay, Bompeh, increase in temperature.
So increase in temperature increases the rate of the reaction and increases the quantity of C produced.
Please repeat that.
Increase in temperature increases the rate of the reaction and increases the quantity of C produced.
What does it do to the quantity of C?
Increases the quantity of C.
2 out of 3. Nkoranza. Addition of a catalyst. Yes.
So addition of a catalyst or increase the rate of the reaction and or have no effect on the relative concentration of C.
That is correct. Anlo, increase in pressure. Yes.
So increase in pressure will have no effect on the rate of the reaction, and also increasing the pressure, it also have no effect on the relative concentration of C produced.
No, that's not correct. A bonus to Bompeh Senior High Technical.
So increase in pressure increases the rate of the reaction and increases the quantity of C.
Yes, that's correct. So, to your own question, increase in temperature will increase the rate but decrease the quantity of C. Okay. Bompeh Senior High Technical School. Find the spring constant of an ideal spring whose extension is 2.0 millimeters when it is stretched by a 6.4 Newton force. So the extension is 2.0 millimeters. Go ahead.
3.2 by 10 power 2 Newton per meter.
Yes, that's correct. Nkoranza SHTS. An ideal spring has spring constant 1,800 Newton per meter. Find the tension in the spring when its extension is 3.0 millimeters. Yes, go ahead, Charles.
We have 5.4 newtons.
That's correct. Anlo SHS. Another ideal spring has spring constant 2,500 Newton per meter. Find the extension of the spring when the tension in it is 5.0 Newton. Yes, Solomon.
We have 2.0 millimeters.
That is correct. Our last set of questions for this round. And it's a preamble. Solve the absolute value equation. Bompeh Senior High Technical. The absolute value of the expression 2x minus 7 equals 5.
So x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 6?
Yes. Nkoranza, the absolute value of the expression 3x plus 5 equals 17. Yes.
We have x to be equal to 4, or x is equal to negative 22/3.
That is correct. Anlo SHS. The absolute value of the expression 4x minus 12 equals 16.
We have x to be equal to negative 1, or x equal to 7.
That is correct. That brings us to the end of round 1. So before we go on to round 2, some protests here. So in the biology question, where I asked for the function of auxins in plant growth, you realize I went back and forth a bit. The Bompeh answer, they said stem elongation. I gave them the mark. Then when another school said cell division, I said I'll take it back, but I'll give them the 2 out of 3. Yeah, because it causes stem elongation. I was expecting them to say how that happens, but I'll give it to them. And Law Senior High School also said production of apical buds so that it can go towards light. I'll give them 2 out of 3 for that as well. Okay, so that will bring the scores at the end of round 1 to Bompeh Senior High Technical School, 13 points. Anlo Senior High School, 18 points. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, 21 points. Round 2. Round 2 is the Pepsodent speed race. Here, every question that is read out is open to all the schools at the same time. If you have an answer and you ring your bell, if it's the first attempt and you give a correct answer, you'll be awarded 3 points. If the answer is incorrect, the second school to have rung their bell can answer for 2 points. And if the answer is incorrect, if a third school has rung their bell, they can answer for 1 point. So at this point, anytime you can ring your bell. This is quite different from round 1. However, at any time you ring your bell, you give an incorrect answer, there's a penalty point of 1. Okay. Also note that whenever you ring your bell, you should start giving your answer within 3 seconds. If after 3 seconds you haven't given an answer, a bell will go, and that will tell me that I should allow the next school that has rung their bell to answer. So you ring your bell, you start answering. And you start answering, giving the answer, not madam, not reading the statement back to me. If you do that and the bell goes, another school can answer, okay? The speed race is sponsored by Pepsodent toothpaste. Every smile matters. First question for this round. In what volume must 5.34 grams of aluminium bromide be dissolved to produce a solution of concentration 0.025 mole per dm cube? Br equals 80 gram per mole. Anlo Senior High School.
We have 0.080 decimeter cube.
No. Okay, so it's 0.8 dm cube, or I would have accepted 800 cm cube. What mass of water is produced from the complete combustion of 2.8 grams of ethene? Yes, Anlo.
3.6 grams.
That is correct. On a certain day, the concentration of water vapor in air was 0.082%. What is this concentration in parts per million? Yes, Anlo Senior High School.
So this 82 parts per million.
No. Who else had rang their bell? Nkoranza.
We have 8.2 by 10 exponent 8.2 by 10 exponent 4 parts per million.
No. Bompeh, have you rang your bell? Okay. Okay. So it's 820 parts per million. Name the viscous straw-colored liquid component of blood. Yes.
The plasma.
That is correct. What is the main source of carbon for plants?
CO2. That is carbon dioxide from the atmosphere.
That is correct. Name the part of the nephron where maximum amount of water.
The loop of Henle.
No. Bompeh.
Descending loop of Henle.
No. Where maximum amount of water and electrolytes from the glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed. Okay, it's a proximal convoluted tubule. Find the root of the equation sin x equals -½ in the interval pi less than x less than. Yes, Nkoranza.
We have the roots to be 5 pi on 6 or 5 pi on 6 or pi on 3.
No. Who else has rang the bell? Bompeh.
7 pi on 6 or 11 pi on 6.
That's correct. So the interval was pi less than x less than 2 pi. Find the coordinates of the point of inflection of the curve y equals 2x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. Yes, Anlo.
We have the coordinate with an x coordinate of 1 and a y coordinate of -5.
That's correct. Evaluate alpha squared plus beta squared, given that alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x squared minus 6x plus 10 equals 0. Yes, Anlo.
16.
That's correct. Find a single force that must be added to the forces 3I minus 4J newtons and 4I plus 3J newtons. Yes, Bompeh.
Minus 7I plus J Newton.
That's correct. So it was to obtain 0 net force. Okay. Find the mass of an object whose linear momentum has magnitude 14 Newton seconds when it moves at 7, yes.
2.0 kilograms.
No. Yes, Nkoranza.
2 kilograms.
That's correct. It was when it moves at 7 meters per second. Find the density of a substance 24 kilogram, of which has a volume of 0.016. Yes, Nkoranza.
We have 1.5 by 10 exponent 3 kilogram per cubic meter.
Yes, that's correct. That brings us to the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, the scores are Bompeh Senior High Technical School, 17 points. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, 24 points. Anlo Senior High School, 29 points. This brings us to round 3. And in round 3, we have what we call the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ star. In this round, I'll present a problem to all 3 schools. It's the same problem. They would have 4 minutes to provide a solution on the screen. After the 4 minutes, I come to the screen, grade what they've done. When I come back to my seat, I would explain the solution as has been provided by the consultants, and then explain the marks I have awarded to the different schools. The exciting thing here, as I've mentioned, is what we call the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ star. It will be awarded to any school which earns a perfect score of 10 points, which is the maximum amount of points you can earn for the problem of the day. At this stage, if you win the NSMQ star from Prudential Life, you get 500 Ghana cedis to your team. The NSMQ star is sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, for every life, for every future. Now, I'll go ahead and read the problem of the day to the benefit of our audience and to the schools. So at this time, you can flip over your sheet and we'll read the problem of the day together. 2 events, A and B, are such that P of A equals 4 P of B. Find P of A and P of B if 1. A and B are independent and P of A intersects B equals 1 on 8. 2. A and B are mutually exclusive and P of A union B equals 5 on 6. And then thirdly, P of A union B equals 5 on 6 and P of A intersects B equals 1 on 6. Start work. Okay, so the students have presented their solutions on the screen. I've looked at it, awarded marks. But before I let you in on the marks, I would like to go through the problem of the day, the solution as has been presented by the maths consultant. So the contestants were told that two events A and B are such that P of A equals 4 P of B. They were to find P of A and P of B in 3 different scenarios. The first one was if A and B are independent and P of A intersects B is 1/8. The second was if A and B are mutually exclusive and P of A union B equals 5/6. And lastly, they were to find P of A and P of B if P of A union B equals 5/6 and P of A intersects B equals 1/6. Okay, so it depends on how you want to go about this. But if you wanted it to simplify it a bit, you can make P of B equals X, and that would mean that P of A equals 4X. Okay, so in the first incident where A and B are independent, that would mean that P of A intersects B equals P of A multiplying P of B. And therefore, 4x squared will be equal to 1/8. So if you calculate this, x squared equals 1/32. It will give you x equals √2/8. And then that would mean that P of A, which is equal to 4x, equals √2/2. And then P of B will be equal to √2/8. If you're able to do this, I'll give you 4 marks. In the second instance, P of A union B is equals P of A plus P of B. And this will be equal to 4x plus x, which is 5x, which is equal to the 5/6 that you were given. That's correct. They didn't solve 1, so they have 6 out of 10. Similar thing for Anlo Senior High School. They were also able to solve for 2 and 3, but not 1. So they also had 6 out of 10. That brings us to the end of round 3. Okay, before we move on to round 4, Nkoranza Senior High Technical School would like to make a substitution. They would like Stephen Apiakojo to come on for Kelvin Fosujan. Okay, welcome, Stephen. Thank you to Kelvin. Round 4. In this round, I'll read out a series of statements to each school. And for each statement I read out to your school, all I want you to tell me if the statement is true or false. If you answer correctly, you'll be awarded 2 points. If your answer is incorrect, there's a penalty point of 1. If you decline to answer or you are bailed out, another school can take on your question and answer. If they answer correctly, they would have 2 points. If the answer is incorrect, there's a penalty point of 1. In this round, for most of the questions, you would have 10 seconds to give an answer. If I need them to have 30 seconds, I'll let you know, and also the timekeeper would know. Okay? In this round, I'm going to begin with Nkoranza Senior High Technical School. Okay, Nkoranza. Molecules of hydrogen cyanide may form hydrogen bonds with each other. Yes.
False.
Yes, it's false. Anlo SHS. Molecules of methanamine may form hydrogen bonds with each other.
It's false.
Into the microphone.
False.
No, it's true. Bompeh. Molecules of trimethylamine or trimethylamine may form hydrogen bonds with each other.
True.
No, it's false. Nkoranza, a pentagon has 5 axes of symmetry. Yes.
True.
No, it's false. Anlo, a kite has an axis of symmetry. Into the microphone.
True.
Yes, it's true. Bompeh, a rectangle has 4 axes of symmetry.
False.
Yes, it's false. So in Nkoranza, a pentagon will have 5 axes of symmetry only if it is regular. Okay? In Nkoranza, when an uncharged glass rod is vigorously rubbed with a piece of silk, the glass rod becomes positively charged. Yes.
True.
Yes, it's true. Anlo, when an uncharged glass rod is vigorously rubbed with a piece of silk, the silk becomes negatively charged.
It's false.
No, it's true. Bompeh, when an uncharged glass rod is vigorously rubbed with a piece of silk, positive charge is transferred from the silk to the glass rod.
False.
Yes, it's false. So this is a preamble to all of you. Freshwater bony fishes maintain water balance by Nkoranza, secreting salt in salt glands.
False.
Yes, it's false. Anlo, excreting waste in the form of uric acid.
False.
Yes, it's false. Bompeh, excreting salt from the gills.
False.
Yes, it's also false. They maintain water balance by excreting a hypotonic urine. In Nkoranza, the oxidation number of carbon in ethane is -3.
False.
No, it's true. Anlo, the oxidation number of carbon in butane is -2.5.
True.
Yes, it's true. Bompeh, the oxidation number of carbon in hexene is -2.
False.
No, it's true. A preamble. A line L has equation 4x minus 5y equals 10. Equation 4x minus y equals 10. Line L. Okay, I'll take that again. A line L has equation 4x minus 5y equals 10. That's the preamble. In Nkoranza, a line with equation 8x minus 10y equals 15 is parallel to L.
True.
Yes, it's true. Anlo, A line with equation 4x plus 5y equals 13 is perpendicular to L.
False.
Yes, it's false. Bompeh. A line perpendicular to L has gradient -5/4.
True.
Yes, that is true. Nkoranza, the kinetic energy of an object is the quantity of motion the object possesses.
True.
No, it's false. Anlo, the kinetic energy of an object is the work done by the net force acting on the object. Yes.
True.
No, it's false. Bompeh. The kinetic energy of an object can never be negative.
True.
Yes, it's true. Nkoranza, human females have 2 X chromosomes and therefore have 2 sets of alleles, which can be either homozygous or heterozygous. Yes, Charles.
False.
No, it's true. Anlo, X-linked dominant traits are more common in females.
False.
No, it's true. Bompeh. Human males have only 1 X chromosome and are hemizygous for X-linked traits.
True.
No, that is false. And that brings us to the end of round 4. $30 points. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, 32 points. Anlo Senior High School, 39 points. That brings us to the final round of the contest. And in this round, we determine which of these 3 schools moves on to the next stage of the national competition. This is how we are going to decide the winner of this contest. I'm going to read out clues to 4 different riddles for your benefit. They are to enable you solve for the riddle. At any time, if you have an answer, you ring your bell, I'll call you and you give me the answer you have. If it's a correct answer on the first clue, you'll be awarded 5 points. If it's a correct answer on the second clue, 4 points. Any other answer is worth 3 points. If your answer is incorrect, there's no penalty. You just stay out of that particular riddle and let the other schools compete for it. Also in this round, we have what we call the Girl Riddle Bonanza. And here, Girl will reward a school that solves 3 or all 4 riddles correctly. At this stage, the school that solves 3 riddles would get 800 Ghana cedis for their team. If you solve all 4 riddles, you get 1,200 Ghana cedis for your team. The Girl Riddle Bonanza is proudly sponsored by Girl, Good Energy. Round 5, our first riddle. Although I am a compound on my own, my name may refer to a class of chemical compounds commonly found in the hydrated form. I am slightly acidic and a natural antiseptic. I am commonly used in food preservation as a pickling agent and in industrial baking powder. Yes, Bompeh.
Yeast.
Come again.
Yeast.
No. Who rang the bell next? Nkoranza.
Sodium hydrogen carbonate 4.
No. I'll continue for the benefit of Anlo. I am a known flocculant and commonly used in water treatment. I am mostly composed of aluminium, sulfate groups, and often potassium. Who am I? Yes, Anlo.
Alum.
That is correct. That came on the last clue, so they have 3 points. Our next riddle. I am an undefined quantity. I am one of the building blocks of geometry. Yes, Anlo.
Point.
No. I'll continue. I contain the coordinate system. I contain the other undefined objects of geometry. I am associated with area. I have a geometry to myself. Nkoranza.
Coordinate geometry.
No. Who am I? Yes, Bompeh. Yes.
Variable.
No, no. Okay. Plane, plane. I am a state of matter. Nkoranza.
Liquid state.
No. Who rang the bell next? Yes, Bompeh.
Plasma.
No. So I'll continue for the benefit of Anlo. I am a solid. I am a state of matter. I am composed of particles that undergo a type of random motion. I am characterized by definite volume. I may exhibit crystallinity. I am the state of matter associated with definite shape. Who am I? Anlo.
Solid. Or solid state.
That's correct. Of round 5. Round, Anlo Senior High School solved 3 out of the 4 riddles correctly, and so they win 800 Ghana cedis in the Gold Riddle Bonanza. Well done, Anlo Senior High School. At the end of round 5, here are the scores. Bompeh Senior High Technical School, 30 points. Nkoranza Senior High Technical School, 32 points. Anlo Senior High School, 48 points. With that score, Anlo Senior High School wins this first contest and qualifies to the 1-8 stage of the national competition. Congratulations, Anlo Senior High School. There's still more to look forward to. If at the end of the day your score is the highest of the day, you win the AT Highest Scorer Award. And at this stage, it is worth 1,000 Ghana cedis. The AT Highest Scorer Award is sponsored by AT. Life is simple. Thank you for joining us for this contest. Make it a point to join us for the next contest, which promises to be as exciting. The National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Girl PLC and supported by JoyNews, AT, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Pepsodent Toothpaste, Better Malt, Garnet, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, Academic City University College, Cowbell, Bell Aqua, GTP, Newmont Ghana, African World Airlines, and YFM. I am Thelma Ohinieje, your quiz mistress, and this is a primetime production. Thank you and see you soon.